wire just like, or for my soldering iron almost got stuck on the car. All right, let me try this. That's so weird. It like won't desolder. Really, all I wanted was it to, all I wanted to do was to clean up how I connected it, and it didn't like what I had done, or I didn't like what I did. Had done.
Something.
Okay, so of course now it's out of view. Oh no, it's not good film. There we go. Perfecto. That's what I wanted. A little bit deeper. I'm actually going to add a tiny bit of tin to the top. It's like this weird kind of thing. Is anybody else like me on that? I want to cover up the whole thing.
Gotta get it all shiny, right?
Yeah, you cover up the whole thing. I don't know. Like, is that a thing? Maybe, maybe not. Way better. Okay. Woo! That wire just sucks up that heat, man. It's like, I know I was on there like a long time, but it did a great job. Because once it was soldered, it was like not wanting to go anywhere. Which is a good thing. It means it had a good connection, but it was just like not perfect. And I don't think this is perfect now, but you know, sometimes
Hey, if it works, it works.
you do stuff and try again and get a little better. I used to solder like 3 or 4 times. Was that my cat? I used to solder like 3 or 4 times a day. Now I think the last thing I soldered was a little XT60 connector like last week onto a speed controller, and that was about it. Wait, and I did some light connectors. Those are easy. Like they just go like really fast.
Well, with those, you usually don't have the wires fighting you because they're just laying flat. See what happens.
It's not impossible.
No, I mean, I think on the Gen 9 here, the smaller vehicle, it's a lot easier. It's not as bulky, not getting in the way as much as the MT8. And having the MT8 also having the big rear wing kind of gets in the way when you're
That
working
went
on
way
it.
smoother. It's kind of like, you know, heating that bottom of the connector up, and then all of a sudden, you know, it like will pull up,
Yeah.
and then it'll just sort of fall into place. And that's what you want. So, you know, is today really a tutorial? Not really. It's kind of just, we're just sort of hanging out with you guys, you know. I actually told him before we started, I was like, man, I'm probably the guy you don't want telling people how to solder, because I'm self-taught like most people. I've watched stuff over the years. I've learned from other people. I even used to do soldering in a lab a long time ago, but it was different stuff and we were using different materials. By and large, a lot of principles do remain the same. However, when you're fighting with stuff, a lot of this wire that comes with the speed controllers, they're using pretty good, generally pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
And so it'll suck that heat up, you know. It's kind of like Skull 901, I guess. Is that, hopefully I said it right. You know, said, like he said, need more heat, apply it to the bottom. You know, those are all great tips. I love it. I love it when people chime in on stuff. Plus, it's good reminders for me too, you know. All right, so that's done. That's kind of it on the soldering stuff. What else you want to talk about while you're here today, bud? What we were talking about, what was it, doing boats earlier?
Yeah.
We
Kind
were,
of digging through the back here of the workshop.
yeah, we got a big gas powered boat. We've got like a 3S boat. We talked about
That should be for us
black
capable.
blackjack 24, the first gen. Maybe we talked about doing on 4S.
Yeah.
I don't think the speed controller is going to handle it. I think we're going to have to find something else. Maybe I think the motor could handle it. It's like a 2000 kV
To the
motor.
KV, yeah.
So I'll do some research and see if the motor is good for 4S. If not, we'll convert it on the speed controller. Today we just really wanted to say, hey, if you want to upgrade connectors, do it. My main takeaway is buy the AMAS connectors, which have the Spark arrestor version. XT60, XT90, XT30, I
And
think
then
also has that
yeah,
style of connector. I don't probably want to connect that. What else? Anything else, bud?
no,
So that was a very, very slow way of going about things. We're going to clean up some of our connectors, make sure they look good, and then do some testing later. But, you know, try new things. That's mainly always our point, right?
it's a
Again,
bit of an
thanks for,
impromptu one.
yeah,
So
thanks for hanging out today.
yeah.
We appreciate y'all. We'll see you later.
See.